Hello, welcome to Steaks and Locks. My name is Esther, and in today's vlog, we're going to be talking about the top benefits of the carnivore diet, and I'm going to talk about my experience, some of the negative experiences I had. So a year ago, I decided to go and eat animal-based only with no plants, with the exception of fruit. I had fruit, which avocado falls in the fruit category. So that's the only thing that would make me not carnivore, right? Because I eat berries and I eat avocado. But 99% of my meals are animal-based. So I could make 10 videos about my experience and how wonderful this has been, but we're gonna keep it short because we ain't got all day, okay, y'all? Number one. Energy. I can't repeat that. I can't say it once. I can't say it 10 times. The energy that I have, the mental clarity that I have, that's my second one. Number three, fat loss. Having that hourglass shape is just, I don't know how to explain to you that I lose fat in all the right places, right? But I eat fat. So I have a fat heavy carnivore way of eating, right? I used to kind of not worry about getting in too many fats, and I found that I was struggling in that lifestyle. So now I focus on making my fat to protein ratio almost 1-to-1, even a little bit more fat than protein. And I eat fat and I lose fat. I have the body I've had a body I've never had, because I have 3 kids, and with my first 2 kids, I gained an astronomical amount of weight, about 70 pounds each time, and I was able to lose it. But I was always skinny fat. I always had that belly that I had to suck in 24/7. I had fat around my hips, but I was thin, but it didn't look right. It didn't look like my arms. I could never keep muscle. But now I'm on my way to having a flat stomach. I work out I work out 2 to 3 times a week, and my muscle just stays. I am defined. I lose fat. I lose fat in all the right places. So fat loss is my third benefit. My other benefit is, and Steak and Betagal was talking about this, about like your boob tissue thingy-my-jigger. So with my previous weight loss, my boobs were flat as pancakes. I mean, flat as pancakes, so much so that they had wrinkles and they looked like freaking raisins. They were, it wasn't my favorite cup of tea, okay? And now on this way of eating, they are full. They're full. They're not huge. I'm not a triple F, but they are full. They are voluptuous. That's the word, the voluptuous. They are full and they look feminine, and even though they don't sit up here, they may sit down there, but they sit down there and they sit down there well. Okay, honey, we are enjoying that. Then I also like the fact that I'm always satiated. I am always full. I fast often. I know a lot of carnivores don't fast, but I believe in fasting. I've been fasting forever. I've been fasting before I started keto. For 10 years I've been doing 16. But fasting is so easy when you have fat for energy, when you feel full. It's very easy. So I try to eat 1 meal a day most days, but even if I do 2 meals a day, it's not a struggle. I'm not like waking up hangry, looking forward to my next meal. No, I'm full. And I think my fullness comes from the fat. So how do I eat fat? I go to the butcher, I ask for fat trimmings that they would usually throw away. I have a grinder, I grind that up, and I saute it like ground beef. And then I eat that with every meal. And I'm so full, I'm nauseated. I can possibly not squeeze one more bite of anything into my body. And that's how I like it. I like to eat until I can't eat anymore, until I don't want to eat anymore. And that keeps my cravings away. That keeps me from indulging and binging and snacking. And I can just eat it and forget it. Really, it's the easy way. So I'm gonna quickly just cover the negative side effect I have. If you haven't heard of this term, oxalate dumping, right? So not everybody talks about it. I'm gonna talk about it because I experienced it, and that's gonna be the reason why I include fruit. I do the low glycemic fruit and avocado. Because in December when I started this way of eating, I went cold turkey. I went zero carb, I ate no carb at all. And I felt great for 3.5 months. 3.5 months into it, I started having blurry vision. And I'm like, why do I see floaters in my eyes? Then the blurry vision converted into severe pain and pressure behind my eyes. So much so that I had to go to urgent care and get seen, and like they couldn't figure out what was going on with me. So they diagnosed me with acute uveitis of the eye, inflammation behind the eye. But when they run all the other labs, everything's perfect, everything's impeccable. Like the doctors can't figure out what's going on. They all have theories, and when they go and test those theories, all of them came to a fail. So then I go and do my research, and I find out that when you remove oxalates or you decrease the amount of oxalate you're eating in your diet, all the years of eating in a vegetarian, vegan, mostly plant-based kind of way all come to a point where your body's like, oh great, you stopped eating toxins, I can now start getting rid of them. And I don't know why the body would choose to oxalate deposit in my eyes, because I feel like our bodies are smart, like they know, like vision is how I should hunt, right? That's how I hunt with my sight. Why would it deposit oxalates in my eyes? But I think it's because I didn't have a lot of fat around my stomach for it to throw it in there. So that's the part of my body that it picked to deposit oxalates. And I had to go on steroid therapy every 2 hours every day for I think 2 months. I had to be on steroid therapy. I felt like I was losing my vision. I was losing my mind. I had to take time off of work. And based on the research, what I ended up doing is bringing oxalates back in my body. Because even though you don't want oxalates, you don't want your body excreting all the oxalates at the same time. Now, I almost quit. Oh, I almost gave in the towel. And even everybody around me is like, why would you keep doing it if it's making you feel this way? Because I'm like, I'm not going to blame carnivore for what plants did to me. It's those plant poisons. It has nothing to do with the meat that I was eating. It had everything to do with the plants and the years and years and years of plant-based toxins that accumulating in my body. So I brought back in blueberries, blackberries, and strawberries. Okay, and in about a month or 2 months or so, it took me about 2 to 3 months. Actually, I think it's 3 months that it took for my body to go, okay, I can stop depositing so much of this oxalate poisoning. I can just slow down the process. And so even at my strictest, even at when I am like completely doing zero carb, I can't get myself to do completely shut it out, because my eyes, I need my eyes. My eyes are my life, right? Like I need my eyes to go to work, feed my family, and I don't think there's any lifestyle that warrants me losing my vision, right? So like it's not that serious for me. I'm not gonna lose my vision so that I can just say, oh, I'm 100% carnivore. I don't care about that. I don't care about names. I don't care about labels. All I care is that I can still maintain an animal-based way of eating, not have severe symptoms, but still deposit, get rid of those toxins. And so that's been my sweet spot. The way I maintain an animal-based lifestyle is by including these low glycemic fruits that give me just enough oxalates that my body doesn't need to freak out and toss everything out the window and freaking just take my vision with it. Because I ain't got time for that, y'all. We can't be doing that. So, for anyone out there considering you've been doing keto, maybe you're not doing keto, because like at work, I've gotten people to go from a standard way of eating to freaking just jumping onto the carnivore wagon. I've given them my keto mojo, and they've gone and experimented with this way of eating, and they can't believe the way they feel. They cannot believe the results. They can't believe the energy. They're hooked. And I like to think that I had something to do with it. And so I'm using this platform to preach this message, because these days I'm seeing a lot of people, going towards the plant-based way. And when you're going from eating processed junk to eating a bunch of sugar and then into eating, healthy, you're gonna feel great. So I'm all for that. I'm all for supporting people in making lifestyle changes that are healthy. So whichever way you choose, I am applauding you. I'm just letting you know, if you've tried plant-based, you need to try animal-based and see how that works. Because you might like it. You might like it. I'm telling you, you're always going to be full. You're always going to have energy. You're going to look great. You're going to lose fat. You're not going to be skinny fat. You're just going to be slim and trim, baby. Slim and trim. You don't have to work out and do a half marathon 90 days out of the week, okay, to lose weight. You don't have to run. I don't run. I don't do cardio. I hate cardio. I weightlift. Love weightlifting. I can't believe I haven't weightlifted in my life. And I live right. I enjoy lifting. I enjoy seeing sculpting in my body. I enjoy seeing guns in my body. My husband was like tickling me the other day. And like he poked the side of my obliques, right? And he's like, hey, what is this? I'm like, that's called shredding, y'all. That is me being shredded. And I've never felt this confident in my body. Ever. You can't tell me nothing. I go to work, okay? And I prance around at work. Even random people, because we have random people coming into the hospital, will stop me and go, what do you do? Because I want to do I want to look the way you look, and I want to feel the way you feel, because you look amazing and you have energy. You're not like dragging around. Like, what is it you're doing? And then I go and I spill the beans, and it's something that I'm so passionate about. I'm sure everybody around me is tired of hearing about my carnivore way of eating, about meat eating and all that. I'm sure they're tired of it. But I'll never stop until everybody at least gives it a shot. You've got to at least try it. If you're going to try veganism, which is like very restrictive, then restrict the other way. Try it. I'm telling you, eating meat is the way we were meant to eat, man. It is just so easy. It's so satiating. It's so life-changing. It changed my life. I'm telling you, it changed my life. This way of eating has changed and look, my husband wasn't even going to do it with me. And then he sees me prancing around the house, losing all this kind of weight and feeling energetic. And then I forced him to listen to the Carnivore code book. And then he's on board. He's on the wagon, and he feels great. We can sit down, eat a bunch of meat, eat egg yolks, eat freaking and look at each other and go like, we get to eat like this and look like that. And my husband's looking nice. He's looking fine. Okay, fine. And sometimes we just can't believe how we eat and how we look. Like, it's really difficult with the way we've been taught, with the way we've been told that this is how you eat, to reconcile the fact that you can eat a bunch of fat, you can eat a bunch of meat. So look, this is how committed we are. We since January have bought a full cow, and we keep a deep freezer stocked full of meat. Okay, so that never do you ever have an excuse to say, we ran out of meat, so we've got to go eat junk. We have a stock full in the freezer. We have meat in our freezer. We have meat. We always have meat. Like yesterday, my little 2-year-old just was not having what we were making him. He just wasn't having it. And he's my steak baby. His first food was a piece of steak. Okay, so he's my carnivore baby. I went, thawed out a piece of steak, cut it up with some scissors, sauteed it, and he ate. That was his meal. He ate steak. He just loves it. So I'm going to stop here because I can go on and on and on and on and on. But yeah, bye. Have a good one. Those are my benefits. That's my one caveat. Thank you so much.